Welcome back on my YouTube channel, Monday to Monday. My name is Chris, I'm in the workshop and I got something cool to show you today. In this clip you see me unboxing a new dashboard. I bought it from AliExpress. Don't know the quality, but it looks really good. In the background you see my new Raymarine chart plotter, 16 inches. I'm going to explain more about it later in the episode. I made my test wire. Here it is. So on the one side those thingies and the other side positive is protected and the negative is open so that we don't short it out. And on the other side it's the other way around because this is the receiving end, so positive, negative. So nothing can happen now. Let's try if this Raymarine Axiom GS165 works. And so I'm going to grab a battery and turn it on. Let's see. Guess what? It works. Alright, nothing works. Well, nothing is connected with the Axiom yet, so I'm moving too quickly probably. I'm going to get some stuff to hook up, but I have to think about what I'm going to hook up. So, I will be back later. Alright, it works. The depth sounder is not working. Maybe it has something to do that I'm putting it in a bucket of water. So I can hear it clicking, so it will probably comes to life as soon as I get it in the boat or something. I'm not worrying about it, but I got my chart plotter working and I will show you in the future because my exact location is on there. So I'm not gonna show you. Okay, so that works. I have to go to an appointment and I hope to get to the boat later this day, but I don't know for sure yet. And just like that, it's the next day. Yesterday, I've been playing with this stuff, find out a few things. It's really excitement because this is way too early to mess around with this stuff. But it was fun and I enjoyed it, so why not? The rest of the day I spent with my family in the garden behind me, putting up some fences to prevent kids falling in the water. Today I want to try to lift the wheelhouse. I'm waiting for the good moment and obviously it's not coming, so I'm deciding that this is the good moment. I'm gonna do it alone, a little bit scary, but I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, I'm putting everything back in place and wait for some help, but I'm going to try today. I am back on the boat. It's nice weather. It's quite warm. Sun is shining. They forecasted a little bit of wind, so that's not ideal, but I'm not worrying about it. I'm not alone, because Jason is here to help me. I'm really glad with that. He had a sleepover, so I thought he would be home later, but he's here. And he's going to help. We are going to lift the wheelhouse right now. Alright, I'm going to start with removing the leftover bolts in the front of the wheelhouse. At the time that we removed the other bolts, it was too cold to do this, so I still need to do it. I'm going to do it now. Jason, in the meanwhile, is getting some tools out of the fan, and he's probably going to remove the water out of his boat. So first he's going to the tools, and I'm going to do this. All the bolts in the front are gone, so only a few on the side. It's getting interesting. Now I need to remove the pin of the hinge. Then we have to remove these 3 bolts, and then there are some people over there that doesn't want to be filmed. And then we're going to lift the wheelhouse. Oh my god, it's a little bit scary. But the people over there, one of them is Mark, my buddy. I'll probably get some handcuffs and not let him off the boat before my wheelhouse is up in the air. Right, first bolt. Ooh, more tight than I thought. Oh, it's spinning on the other side. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Welke maat was het? 19. Whoa. 19. 19. Okay, Jace. Can you do the other side? Yes. Please? Hold on. Jason! Oh!
You scratched the paint.
Hold on! Hold on, Jason! Uh-oh, Jason. Jason, watch out. Jason! Ah! Go on. With nylon bushings. Good. That's good. Yeah. Got it?
Die wou niet af.
Woe!
Ik doe het wel zelf.
Oh. You want to do it?
Yes.
Good job. All right, Jace, can you hold this? I got my little pot grip. Then I got this piece of wood, and it's going to touch over here. And I think this will push the wheelhouse up. First we're going to put some tension on it, Jason and I. And then we're going to remove the last bolts and start lifting the wheelhouse. Here we go. Alright, Jessica and the kids came by to pick up Jason. He is going to some jump city thing, I don't know. So now I'm alone. Going to continue the work, of course. I removed the metal post next to the door. It was completely rotten away. And the door behind it was also rotten away, the door post. Because there was water leaking into where the, don't know the name, where the door attaches to the body of the wheelhouse. So, got some new holes, no problem. Now I'm going to continue lifting the wheelhouse, so wish me luck. Alright, this is crazy. So now I'm going to move the jack over here and lift this front up. Damn, this is sketchy. I'm not comfortable. Alright. Alright, so what I'm doing now is on the back of the wheelhouse, it's already on wooden blocks. I put a ratchet strap from the roof to the back of the railing to prevent it coming forward. I removed all the bolts in the front and immediately it started moving. So this will come, I'm sure, but it is scary. It's scary. I'm going to start lifting now. Wish me luck again. Jessica came to help me a little bit. I wanted to move the wheelhouse a little bit to the back of the boat, but it's not possible. Here goes my wifey. Bye, wifey. She's not looking. The problem now is that I cannot close the door anymore. And it's way heavier than I thought. So, I don't know. So it's obvious that this wheelhouse needs to come back on the bottom of the wheelhouse as soon as possible. What I'm going to do now is cut away the rotten pieces right away so I can make new ones in my workshop. So a little bit over there, maybe over there, a whole chunk over here, a little bit over here. This still has some thickness to it, so that's alright. I just clean it up and make sure it's getting painted and it's protected. The corners all look pretty good, completely good, so they are good. And over here there's still some life in it, so it's mainly over here. I'm going to cut it out, bring it to the workshop, make new pieces and weld them back in as soon as possible so that we can work on putting the wheelhouse back on its place. And I need to clean up all of this because I'm going to protect it with some paint. I cut this away Then Mark and I started thinking after we cut this away, obviously. First cutting, then thinking, this door needs to go. So, nice job, but I need to cut somewhere around here and replace the whole part of this wheelhouse. From the inside it's easy peasy. The hinges are completely rotten and there's probably gonna be a hole right here and somewhere there, maybe, I don't know. There's a hole here, so if we cut it here, that hole is gone as well, because the exhaust of the ship was attached here. Not anymore. So I took the measurements. I'm going to my buddy Peter, who has a CNC plasma cutter, and I will ask him to cut out a piece for me. We put it in, leave it a little bit too long, chop it off, drill the holes, first weld it in of course, and then this part of the wheelhouse is new, and that's a better plan than replacing all those little bits. The rest of the wheelhouse is surprisingly in really good nick, so I think this wheelhouse will be back on the bottom of the wheelhouse in no time. And now I see that there is a rotten spot over here. I think this is stainless. It is stainless, that's why it is rotting here. Alright, body mark is gone. Well, this hole shut. Well, the round hole on the other side shut. The gap I just filled it with weld and it wasn't a problem, so happy about that. Wheelhouse is off. Inside the wheelhouse I cleaned the aluminium. I'm going to say it in the Dutch way, so everyone is happy then. It's a sort of crossover aluminium. So the aluminium is cleaned for 90%. It doesn't look good because I see a lot of corrosion on the aluminium. All in all, I'm really happy with this day. So the next thing is cut those off, fill the holes with weld. Someone commented that it's a good idea to put a copper plate behind it and then fill the hole with weld and remove the copper plate because the weld won't attach to the copper. And if that's so, good tip. I'm going to try it, of course. Wow, what a good day. Sun is still shining. I didn't wear my coat for the whole day. my jacket. So, this was a good day, guys. I'm really happy. See you tomorrow. It's the next day. I'm in Naarden. That's a place in the north of Holland. I'm going to take a look at a boat for my buddy. Couldn't make it to be on this moment at this boat because he's working and the seller wants to sell the boat as quickly as possible. I happen to be in the neighborhood, so I said, don't worry, I will go take a look at your maybe new boat. So, I'm going to try to take you with me again. I have to ask permission to film, so we'll see. Alright, permission to film. We're on the maybe new boat of. We're going to start up the engine and see if that works. I think this is a perfect boat for me. It's a little bit of work. Sealing in the wheelhouse is a little bit crappy, doesn't matter. The windows are leaking, so we need to take care of that. And there's a little bit moisture problem in the front. New mattresses for in the front and new cushions over here. But all in all, I think this is a perfect boat for him. So, owner is sitting behind the camera, and I cannot say too much because then the price is going up. So now we're going to try the engine. It's cold, so a nice cold start. Yeah. So, we took a good look at the boat. I gave him the advice to buy this boat because it's his first boat that he can use to go on a water vacation. So, we have to find out if he's going to buy it or not. And if he is going to buy it, we're going to pick it up together. So that will be a nice adventure. Now we're going to another place in Holland to pick up a new addition to the family. And I will show you later.
You got me shaking, yeah, I feel the fever coming on. Boy, you know you're all I want. Keep saying that I hate it, but it's kind of fun. Watching me come undone. No more games. Can't we just say its name instead of...
Well, you saw it. We got a puppy dog. Our little doggy. So now we have to drive 1.5 hours home. The way here was 1 hour. So traffic jams. Good morning. It's now Sunday. We are back on the boat. Jason is with me. We're going to use Dumpy as a tugboat today. We have to replace some boats in the harbor, so we're going to do that. You are going to see that next week. As you can see, Dim is doing great. He made our nights a little bit short, but that's what it is. So I'm tired, but Dim is doing great and we're really happy with him. So next week, you're gonna see us using Dumpy again and use her for what she's made for. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you got something to say about the episode or whatever. And see you next week. Later.